3rd Street at the north end of the oceanfront, and I'm sitting here getting ready to go live, and I look out and I see dolphins, right? Let me show you, see if I can zoom in on them here. But there are dolphins out there. Watch this. I mean, there are all kinds of them out there. I see them over this way. Where's my finger? There. Where? Over there. Over there. They're all the way out there, though. Look. See if I can get you a closer view. You see the pod out there? There's a pod of dolphins right out there. See other people videotaping them too, right? Let's see. I think you can see those. Yeah, dolphins live at the oceanfront. Thanks for tuning in. It is your daily facts and Monday morning motivation. That's the north end of the beach. Look how peaceful that looks. Let me get my camera just right. This is why I need a cameraman or woman or person or robot or something like that. But look at the north end of the beach. We'll bring you over here for a second. Get the rails out of the way. But check that out. And the dolphins, again, they are out there doing what dolphins do, and that's cruising up and down the coast, right behind those trash cans. Look behind the see them? Look at that. Yeah. Flippers out there somewhere, right? You feel me there? All right, let me set this up here. We're going to get going with the daily facts. Hopefully nobody runs up and takes my phone from me, right? And I better zoom back out, or you're just going to be looking at my nose. There we go. All right. All right. All right. The daily facts. With all the facts that's fit to print. It's a little windy out here, so I'm leaving a lot of my props in the box over there. I have a box, a prop box, I guess is the right way to say that. And guess what I brought today? My selfie stick. So I'm able to do it this way instead of the other way, whatever way that was. I got your daily facts, folks. It is 25 cents. The price has been paid already because it's stamped paid in red, so I know it's been paid. The fact of the day on your daily facts is, did you know? No, not Juno. No, not did Juno. Did you know that a flea can jump 200 times its body length? Yeah, I guess we would rather look at the water than just a long ocean ship. I just think I'm going to be incredibly poorly backlit, but we'll see here. We'll take another look here. How does that look? All right, I'll lean into it a little bit, right? Look at the boats out there. That's the ocean. If you want to go to England or United Kingdom, I can tell you right now for a fact, it's that way. It's just east of us. So is Bermuda, for that matter. But listen, a flea can jump 200 times its body length. Makes me wonder, in people terms, does that mean a 6-foot man should be able to jump 1,200 feet? That's his body length, right? 6 foot times 200 times its body length would mean the human could jump 1,200 feet. That's crazy. That's just crazy. Listen, this fax is from me to you, the viewer, and it went the wrong direction. It went to me, but here I am reading it to you. Today is Monday, fun day, August 11th, 2025. It's going to be August 11th until midnight tonight, right? And it's time for another Motivational Monday, aiming for excellence. The subject, great leaders never settle for less. No, they don't. Listen, if you want to contact me as we move forward here, you can direct message me. You know the digits, they're easy to find, or use the comment section. I promise you, I see each and every comment, and until such time that I don't, I just saw a crab, a land crab thing run across the sidewalk back there. I'm never going to, squirrel! You ever seen that commercial? So, yeah, use the comment section. I promise I see them all. The quote of the day comes from Stephen Covey. Yeah, if you don't know who Stephen Covey is, look him up. There's a lot of good motivational stuff that the Covey family has come out with. Stephen Covey once said, live out your imagination, not your history. Yeah, I used to carry my history around. And then I created I don't know what I created, but I was living my history for the longest time. And then I realized I'm retired. I can be creative. I can live out my imagination now. That's what I'm doing, going live every day for the rest of my life. My question to you is, live out your imagination, not your history. Are you looking forward or staring in your rear view mirror these days? That would be looking at the history, right? Yeah, I think you feel me there. Excuse me. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me now? Listen, it's been said leaders never settle for second best. No, great leaders never settle for second best. Good leaders might, poor leaders definitely do. But great leaders never settle for second best. My question to you right now before we begin is, do you? Do you settle for second best? Are you happy with second or third place or being in the top five? You know what I used to say? What a cheap cop out. I used to tell people, "Oh, I don't ever want to be first because then you're always expected to be first. So I'm happy with second or third." That's warped thinking. You know why? Because first place is always making more money than second and third place. Why would you settle for less? Why did I settle for less for so many years? Well, I did until I didn't, that's for sure. So let's talk about excellence, aiming for excellence. Good leaders talk the talk, but great leaders walk it. Yeah. And know that if it's worth doing, then it's worth doing your best, their best, right? If you're trying to get into the top three tier of things, you will always be beat by a great leader and team on the move to first place. Always. Yeah. If you're satisfied with second or third, you'll never get to first. You know why? Because great teams and great leaders are headed there, first place. You could do that. You could get there. Stick with me here. Great leaders make personal sacrifices knowing that corporate successes should be and are also winning team successes and not for being second best or third or top five or top 10. Good leaders tell you what to do. Great leaders show you what to do. You know, it reminds me back when I was a young store manager in a drugstore. I hired a floor man, and before I would have him do anything, his first day, he followed me around. I did the floor man's job as the store manager for that day, and I included changing the ceiling lights and doing the restrooms and the break room and stock room. And I showed him. I didn't have him do anything. I said, just watch and listen. And you know what? I spent a day with him, and you know what? I never had to train him on anything else again. He knew exactly what his job was. He wasn't just told what to do, I showed him, right? Good leaders know about being successful. Great leaders know about building successful teams. From the newest person on the team to the most senior, showing no favoritism towards anyone on the team. I've worked with leaders that do both. They don't show favoritism and then they claim they don't, but they do, right? We're always being watched, we're always being seen. And you good leaders, you need to realize there's great leaders looking at you from above and below. And one of these days, somebody below you that's a great leader is going to overcome you as a good leader, and they're going to be your boss. I hear a jet. If you hear a jet, I can't see it or I'd show you. He's above the clouds somewhere. Oh, there it is. That's not a jet. That's a huge airplane. And luckily, it's going east. Okay. Maybe that was Elon Musk or Donald Trump or Joe Biden flying in or flying out. So good leaders celebrate bronze or silver awards. Yeah, good leaders celebrate bronze and silver. Great leaders never go for silver or bronze because they, like the team, like the feel of gold, of real gold sometimes, right? Are you going for the gold or are you happy with being in the top 10 or the top five or second or third? You see, great leaders only see first place. Maybe you should adjust your view or how you're looking at things. You know, like I tell everybody as we finish up here, you're a leader whether you know it or not. Whether you're working at the car wash or Sonic or McDonald's or you're in a department store or you're in another store, whatever you're doing, maybe you're a cashier, maybe you're working at Dollar General or Dollar Tree or one of those stores. I don't care where you are in life, and especially if you're a young person, check this out. You're a leader, right? You're probably a good leader because you would like to know that you're working for a good boss, right? So, what separates good from great? 6 inches of gray matter in between your ears. And that's a fact. You control your narrative. You decide your fate and destiny. You accept what you accept. You want better? Don't accept less, right? Hey, listen, if you liked anything of what I was doing here, please consider joining our tribe as the sun comes out on this beautiful day. I'll turn it around this way. Oh, look at that. The paper's more illuminated. But consider joining our tribe by commenting, sharing, liking, subscribing. And if you want to find out about my space quest, go to SubaruSteve.com. I am going to high five out here from the beautiful resort city of Virginia Beach, Virginia. The sun is popping out now, and watching the dolphins and the people that are now moving out onto the beach. You know, I walked out here about a half hour ago, and there was not this many people. And here's my point: the people are coming. The people are coming, and the dogs down there. So if you're at the beach, down here is the south end of the beach. For those of you who may not know, you see the boardwalk. I mean, the pier way out there. So the boardwalk stops about 6 blocks this way. I'm around 43rd Street, I think. Yeah, I'm at 43rd Street. And if you don't want to go down there where all the tourists are, right? Then you can go to any one of these street accesses and park. There's Norman, my forester, down there, and you can come out public access to the beach, right? And there's more people coming out. See, they just keep strolling out. But you can go from 43rd Street, if you're so inclined, you can go from 43rd Street all the way up to about 100th Street, right? So there's plenty of open, clean, clean and clear beaches. You see trash cans every so often. Virginia Beach is one of the top, it needs to be the number one beach. It's one of the top five. I had almost choked on those words, but we are one of the top five. And we're the number one city to live in, the biggest city in the state of Virginia. Did you know that too? All right, I got to get going. I need to go make some money, right? Y'all have a great day wherever you go, whatever you do it in a Subaru and make somebody else smile because it really doesn't hurt. And smiles definitely go miles. High fiving out, I am Subaru Steve Montgomery.